And welcome to episode 23 of Colonel Mastodon Presents Game Night, everybody. We did it, everybody. 23, Michael Jordan. If you haven't watched The Last Dance, I recommend doing that in quarantine. It's a fucking blast. I'm your host tonight, Reggie. I don't know where he is yet, but I'm sure he'll be joining us along. That's Reggie Parker at RP Comedy, and you can find me. I'm Dan Farley. You can find me at JerseyDan18 on Twitter and Instagram, DanFarley18. But right now, I want to get right to it and introduce our two very special guests of the evening. Please give a warm welcome, firstly, to Mark Henley.
What's up?
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And we have sound effects. And also our second guest of the evening, the very lovely, the incomparable Victoria Scaplen, everybody. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on. This is awesome.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Before we went live, we were all discussing cereal. Do you remember Ecto Cooler?
Yeah, they brought it back.
Oh, Ecto Cooler. Did they?
Yeah, you can get it now, like in cans and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm mixing my booze with from now on. Now we're talking. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'll have a gin and Ecto Cooler, please. And dude, I remember like years ago, someone wrote a college thesis on Ecto Cooler. Mm-hmm. It was the most fascinating read I've ever read in my life. I was like thoroughly involved in the whole thing.
What did they say about it?
They were just talking about like the process of it being made and the cultural impact of like how good it was, and that it appealed not only it's good, but it was also like very high in vitamin C, and then really the cultural success of it was just based on Slimer on the cover, and like it was really, I was like, well, I'm in this now. I'm into this. Like now we really got to bring this back. But I digress. That's enough about Ecto Cooler. I don't want to bore you with my knowledge of Ecto Cooler. So I got to explain to you how this is all going to go. What you guys been up to during this quarantine?
Sorry, I got distracted because Waldo is talking shit in the chat. Waldo, you want to talk shit? Why don't you come to Jersey City and catch these hands?
Oh, shots fired.
I'm doing pretty good. I've rebranded as being into yoga. So I do yoga and make my own cashew milk and eat only white meat now. So it's over for you bitches when this quarantine is over, and I've rebranded as a yoga hot guy.
How long do you do yoga a day?
Like 20 to 40 minutes.
Really? Okay. So you do a full session.
Yeah.
Yoga's really good, man. It really teaches, especially if you get your breathing down right. It's really like, oh, this is super beneficial. I see why this exists.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Is I don't think I was breathing that good, and I was like, I'm gonna do yoga, so when the COVID gets me, I'll be able to fight it off.
Fight it off. Waldo, literally kiss me. Oh, now we're talking here. Oh, Reggie's here, everybody. Reggie Parker, everybody.
Oh, shit.
Blair Witch Reggie Parker. In the house, Reginald Val Parker, everybody. Oh, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good for you. At RP Comedy, you can find him. At RP Comedy on Instagram and Twitter, everybody. Yes. Did you, by the way, I meant to follow up with you on this. So Reggie was literally almost banned from his liquor store for not wearing a mask in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Like they were like, next time you come in here, you better have a mask. Meanwhile, he walks in Walgreens with impunity, like no problem, which is where I think you'd find more sick people, to be honest with you. Did you actually ever get a mask to go to the liquor store?
Yeah, I got a couple masks. Supported some local businesses, you know.
Yeah, dude, my boy, I realized that the only person I really talk to other than you find people every night is the guy at my bodega, and he's so Indian. Like, and which is fine, but he just really is. And like almost sometimes you can barely understand what he's saying, but And today, like out of boredom, I was like, or yesterday, I was like, hey, what's your name, by the way? And he's like, Hank. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's absolutely not. What are you talking about here? It's just, he was like, it's actually Harinder or whatever. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. But all right, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go right into playing the 10 questions that we ask everybody, and you guys can answer them to your best of abilities.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I swear to God, this drop never, ever worked. There you go. 10 questions. All right. So the first question, free form, answer it however you want. What are you legitimately bad at? Currently staying sober.
I'm really bad at dancing.
Dancing?
Yeah, I cannot dance for the life of me.
See, this is the white guy secret to dancing. Learn like 3 moves. If you get the 3, then people are like, "Oh, he knows some shit." And you're like, yeah. Learn how to spin a girl, and like that's.
I think you're also tall, so that probably goes a long way towards it too.
Well, that's actually why you got to get good at it, because then everyone notices you on the dance floor.
Okay.
So it's like being short. It's like people are like, "Oh, it must be good to be tall," but dude, if you fall at a party, everyone notices. If you're short and fall at a party, you can play that off. No one really noticed.
That reminds me of a time. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at throwing and catching.
Really, like just baseball or like football?
Yeah,
anything
of that.
Anything of hand-eye coordination?
Yeah,
that's interesting. I've never heard it. I've heard people. We've had people on here saying that they suck at baseball, suck at sports, whatever, but never just boiling it down to the essential throwing and catching.
Yeah, I can kind of handle like dribbling a basketball and like shooting that, but like throwing and catching anything else, I'm just not really gonna.
Dude, fucking, now that I'm thinking about it, like it was Reggie could attest to this because he was there for one of them. Was that I sometimes, like if I like try really hard, like I can throw like pretty accurately or catch or whatever, but like if I wind up and really throw, sometimes I fuck up royally. Like we were at a Somerset Patriots game, and they had a pitching machine where you could measure how fast you could throw, and I wound up and I threw as hard as I could right into the ground.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that was the night we met Smalls from
yeah. I had a situation like that in Ireland once. This guy at the pub like basically closed out the bar and just like took us out one afternoon road bowling, which is basically taking a shot put and like hurling it down like a street. And there's like the place we were had so little traffic that they're like, yeah, we'll just throw this metal ball around. And like
it's just a great idea.
Like I pulled like that, and it like just scaled up and almost landed on somebody's car, which was also in the front.
Yeah, and you know how not only how sane all those Irish are, but how also they would deal with the black man in front of the first black man they ever saw in their life with dreadlocks, throwing like destroying their car. I'm sure that would go over very smoothly there.
Yeah, we all had that oh shit moment until it landed like safely in the grass.
Yeah, thank God. All right, next question is, what are you surprisingly good at?
I don't know.
Like, are you good at yoga, Mark, or no?
No, not particularly. I just started. I do DDP yoga, which is
okay.
Good shit.
Hey,
so
save Jake the Snake, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott Hall.
I think I've worked very hard to get kind of bad at it. Like I think if actual athletic people that haven't done it before doing it next to me, probably very similar results. Or very similar like ability level.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it could be anything.
Victoria, what are you good at?
Yeah, Victoria. If that's your real name.
Right.
I recently got really good at painting, and actually painting and just like
painting or painting.
painting, definitely
Yeah.
that. Painting and writing, just like poetry and stuff like that.
I write poetry too, but it's awful. Awful. Like it is. That's something I'm legitimately bad at, is writing poetry.
But you still do it?
No, I don't really do it anymore. But and anytime I've ever done it, I've like the next day I'm just like, oh god, what was I thinking? Like, I gotta reevaluate my life.
I can, for a big guy, I can longboard better than you think I would be able to.
Nice.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's a
You know
great
what I will say, I got an answer for you, Mark, actually, that you're surprisingly good at is dealing with super awkwardness on stage. You could deal with that better than most people that I like. With just because I think it's because you have the show in the sandwich shop.
Yeah.
So because that gets awkward sometimes real fast, and then some. But you know how to like do right out of there.
Pretty good reset. Actually, you're able to kind of like get people back.
Well, there were months when I first started doing stand-up where I like couldn't find any comedy mics. I started comedy in like New York City, ran out of money, and like moved back to Jersey. And there was a period of time where I couldn't find any comedy mics, so I was just doing like mics that were made for like jam bands, like on the Jersey Shore. So I was like doing comedy very badly for like old men that just wanted to jam, and they would all have to stop so I could do stand-up. And during that time, I feel like I got very comfortable at like people interacting and like engaging with people, because of like if you weren't interesting enough, they would just stop looking at you. And
Mark Henley.
Yeah, you just be on stage like talking to nobody, and that's when the game is over, is when no one's looking at you or listening.
You know, like you know what's funny about comedy? Like we all kind of have that kind of like dream that like it could take off, you know, at some point.
Yeah.
You think about all the pointless shit that we do that like if you actually take off.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
Me? About 8 years.
Yeah, it's gonna take off just like the Challenger did.
Yeah. Seriously. Like think about that Seinfeld special where he takes his notebook and he just
sounds off, or is that
what happened? What happened?
I can't hear anybody now.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear everybody. But while he's figuring that out, like you know, like the Seinfeld special when he takes his notebook and just lays it out.
Yeah, on the street.
I mean, like you could take any one of our notebooks and probably do the same thing, but like, you know, it matters because it's Seinfeld.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I got some garbage in there. Mark, can you hear me? Oh, he's gone.
We lost
we lost it. He'll be back.
No,
he'll be back. I'm sure.
On this fucking.
I think we all have those rooms though that like we learned how to get really good. Like I know Reggie's mine are 10th Street for sure.
10th Street.
Like 10th Street Live, which was those of you who don't know what 10th Street Live is, it's super the hardest room I've ever been into in my life. But if you got them to laugh, you won. You won.
Victoria, did your mic ever start? You were doing something in Metuchen, right? Or did the Corona get you?
Me.
I did one open mic when I started out, and then they kind of just the Corona started getting closer and closer to Metuchen. Cafe Paris.
Oh, former employer of Dina Hashem.
Dina Hashem, who has had multiple death threats over her XXX joke.
Yeah,
which I argue is a very good joke, in that she should never have gotten any death threats.
Yes. It's a great joke.
And to be honest, he wasn't famous enough for people to be giving her this much shit.
That's correct. I 100% agree. But it's absurd, to be honest with you. But yeah, she used to work. Like
Ari Shaffir and like Kobe, that makes sense. Like Dina Hashem and XXX, that does make sense.
Mark's back.
Yay, Mark's back.
Mark's back. Hold on. He's not actually live. It's a blank screen. Mark, can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't before, so I popped out.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's Scott. If that ever happens to either one of you,
okay,
you will not be left behind. Just sign back in, and we're in.
Okay.
And that's how we do it.
For Kate Hester, just to get you caught up, Dina Hashem, who's a local comic, very, very fucking funny comedian. Who's really starting to take off in a nice way. She's on Comedy Central and stuff like that. She had a joke that Comedy Central put out that was a clip of her making a XXX joke. It was pretty funny because the guy got shot while like shopping for like a motorcycle on Instagram Live. Like he was like saying, "I'm at this place buying this thing." Some guy just came up and shot him. And then she basically said that like that's the funniest Venmo, like the best Venmo commercial ever. Like basically you don't carry cash on you. And like all the rap goons got butthurt. And they still like, if you go into Dina's timeline, if you ever see like the clown emoji, that's still from XXX Temptation. Or whatever his name is.
Yeah. It was a big deal that people got pissed. Oh, what the fuck is this?
God damn it, 70s porno again?
It was actually an ad. For porn.
Ad for 70s porno?
For porn. It was on my free soundboard. All right, we'll go to the next question. What's unconventional smell do you secretly love? You know what? You know what's one for me is like under my fingernails sometimes.
Yeah, just a good one.
Yeah, like
good one.
It's gross, I know, but sometimes I fucking enjoy it, and I find myself doing it when I'm playing a game.
Every question you ask, for some reason, my brain immediately just goes, "Say pussy." And, you're like, "What are you bad at?" I'm like, "Pussy." "What are you good at?" "Pussy." "What smells bad?" Like I just feel like I have to like put that aside and say an actual answer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could
say that. You know, go through instant.
Yeah, pussy and gasoline. Those are kind of okay.
What was it?
But separately, you're not pussy and gasoline at the same time.
Yeah,
not at the same time.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, that when you realize when that whore realizes you're not paying her, that smell.
The old boy, gotta
clear this up.
Fuck.
What about you, Victoria?
I like this is gonna sound like weird. I like the smell of grass, like in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, weird at all.
I'm sorry. The dew, is that going in your next poem?
No. I like the smell of grass in the morning as I wake up.
You know what? I think I've said this before, but it happened again today. Dude, I swear to God, I've never noticed because, I'm, working usually. And every single day, someone is landscaping something and it annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I'm like, it's 3 p.m., someone's sleeping. I'm sleeping. Jesus Christ. Dude, today it happened. My next door neighbor had it. And then literally as soon as it was done, I was like, oh, thank Christ. And then I heard it start up again, and someone went to my other next door neighbor.
Oh.
It was like, are you fucking, can I just watch the Ricky Gervais Afterlife show in peace?
At my my old apartment in Jersey City, there was one time where I swear a truck was K-turning for what had to have been 45 minutes. Just like that backing up sound, like there's a point where I was just like, how could this be going on for this long?
Oh, it drives me crazy. I just want to like start screaming out the window like, you you.
I would have said maybe that was me, but like I actually got good at that type of like parallel parking and stuff like that because I lived in DC for years. So
yeah,
out of necessity, I got like decent at it.
You're pretty good at parallel parking. Dude, you have no idea how much I secretly judge people parallel parking, and you're fine with it. Like I genuinely, if I'm in the car with you and you're parallel parking, this coming from the guy who's not driving the car, by the way.
Right.
That I'll sit there and be like, oh, you suck at this, and now I think less of you as a person.
That's perfectly fine. I mean, like, trust me, I was very bad at it until I had to get good at it.
Yeah.
You can't live in DC if you can't parallel park.
My next door neighbor was murdered by someone posing as a landscaper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dan Caprio. Was that you?
It was him. He was like the guy from Hitman, the video game.
Yeah, he was.
Dan Capra with shaved head and like a fucking bouquet of roses.
Bouquet of roses. He just rings the doorbell, and all of a sudden. All right, next question. What movie or movies have you walked out of? Now
on Facebook Live right now.
Yeah, it's on Facebook Live, but it got
good.
By
anyway, guys, I watched Ocean's 8, and this black couple was fucking hilarious.
There you go. Everyone's coming back. I don't know what happened, Victoria.
Yeah, needed what the heck?
Every shit to bed. I don't know what happened.
No,
sorry,
I've seen a lot of shit
Sorry, everybody.
But
what did I miss?
Nothing.
Oh.
We all got signed off at the same time. It wasn't you. It was everyone.
Well, the black couple I got next to, like, you know how Ocean's movies, it's always like very obvious. Like one guy grabs the key card, then hands it to the next guy, then they hand it to the next guy. Like,
yeah.
Imagine like a 55-year-old like black couple, Mad Hood or something like that, just being like, oh shit, she got the fucking necklace now. She's about to put it over there. And then that motherfucker's gonna pick it up. It was great. It was the best experience of my life. For a very mediocre movie.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? I mean, that sometimes that's the best thing is like when it's that's better. Like it's oh, hold on, Mark just messaging me. Sorry everybody.
Have you seen that Rick and Morty about heist movies?
No.
Oh shit. He does there's a Rick and Morty episode where they basically
yes, I've seen that. I've definitely seen that.
Yeah, they put together a team and it's just like very good parody.
You son of a bitch. Oh, Rick Sanchez, you son of a bitch. Here's Mark.
Well, while Mark's coming in,
here he comes.
If we were in a criminal, Mark's back. What up, baby?
Big ups, baby.
Hey, Mark, we're talking like Ocean style, like heist films. What would your role be in that type of movie?
If I go back to the first question first, I actually hate Ocean's 11. I think it is a bad movie. Nothing.
You're right.
They make a plan and then it works out.
Yeah.
That's it. They go, dude. No, what would be cool is if we robbed the casino. 2 hours later, they robbed the casino and smile at a fountain.
Bro, have you ever seen? Especially this question goes out to Reggie specifically. Have you ever seen since the retro versus remake movie of Ocean's 11, like with the Rat Pack? Have you ever seen?
You haven't done that one yet. I'm waiting on it.
Oh, dude, the ending to that movie, spoiler alert for anyone, is so fucking good. Yeah. It's like they rob the casino and they get away with it, but one of them is terminally ill, and they stuff all the money in his they stuff all the money into his casket and they bury him with it, and they're waiting for everyone to like as soon as everyone leaves, they're gonna dig it up and take back the money, and then it turns out he's cremated. So they get nothing.
Yeah, that sucks too, but in a different way.
Yeah, but it's like a Twilight Zone ending.
Yeah.
It's like all that. And then actually, that's the ending of the scene in Reservoir Dogs where they're all walking out slowly. That mimics the end of that movie.
Yeah, if we were to do an Ocean's 11 crime, I'd like to think I'd be the hacker, but I don't think I have those actual skills.
I mean,
Go ahead.
You don't have to have the skills. I watched The Core, which is my answer for a movie I wanted to walk out of recently. Mm-hmm. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. It's an Armageddon ripoff. But like DJ Squalls or whatever that guy's name is, he's the hacker, and there's no reason for a hacker. Yeah. Like there's no reason for a hacker because they're going to the center of the earth, and it's all above board with every world government. So like, why you're a hacker? What's he hacking into?
Yeah. I just want to be like the sassy guy, I guess. The hacker's always real sassy.
Ooh, sassy.
If this is going, I'm going to go the Brad Pitt route just because he's eating all the time, and I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I'll be always eating shrimp and fucking like eating a sandwich while you're discussing plans.
I kind of like Mos Def in the Italian Job remake where he's just like for no reason at all a demolitionist.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think you can pull that off.
That's a good one too. I was picturing myself as Seth Green from the Italian Job.
Oh, see.
Napster.
Yeah.
I got dibs on Charlize Theron then.
Nice.
I'm Charlize Theron.
Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Yeah, you know
you guys doing? You guys doing all right?
You do know that, right?
What?
That you're basically Danny Ocean.
Who, me?
Yeah, you fit the mold of the lead.
Well, I have been to Rahway State Prison, so.
Oh, if we're doing Ocean's 11,
what would your Ocean's 11 power be?
what does Bernie Mac do in that movie? I want to do that.
Oh, he's the dealer. He's the inside guy who's like, dude. It's so funny you fucking mentioned Bernie Mac today because it was actually yesterday because all days are the same now. But I was wearing I wear gloves when I go to and I just remember his monologue. I just popped in my head about him like moisturizing his hands. Like in that movie, and he's like, I think like they say you should sleep in gloves with lotion already in them, and it just popped in my head because I was wearing the gloves. I don't know why, but okay. The next question: what music do you listen to that would surprise people?
I listen to so I go through I feel like everything I listen to is a little bit weird. Like I feel like my normal trajectory is I listen to like a lot of like folk punk and whatever type of punk the Wonder Years are doing, but then it also like drifts off into the band 100 Gex a lot.
Okay.
Which is like a band for I think teenagers, and it's these two kids. They're like 19, I think, I imagine, and they're both like long blonde hair, and they look exactly the same except one of them is trans, and all their music is just like electronic stuff that like turns metally at times, and real avant-garde. So I think I'm too old for it, but I do listen to it kind of a lot.
It's like that it's like the band that John Cusack discovers in High Fidelity.
Yeah.
The Kinky Wizards or whatever. What about you, Victoria?
80s rock.
80s
Big
rock?
on 80s rock. Yeah, I like 80s rock.
Like what 80s rock? As we discussed November Rain, even though that was 90s.
Oh, yes, we did.
We discussed November Rain to an nth degree last night. But
I like Aerosmith, Queen, Heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunch of mixed.
I like
big variety.
The older I'm getting, the more I appreciate like not only do I love like 60s doo-wop music. Like love it. Like four kids sitting around a garbage can that's on fire singing is the best thing in the world, isn't it? Like do.
See, I also like the new school swing version of that. Like just four black guys in a on fire barrel.
I like that too. Dude, I appreciate like also like a band especially it's like a band you don't anticipate like them being like that, like an all black fucking like rock band. Not so much like the Roots, although I do love the Roots. What?
Something like Death Grips.
Yeah, it's just like beautiful. It's like you wouldn't anticipate. Are you in trouble? Yo, goddamn right, 60s doo-wop slaps. Yo, give me Dion and the Belmonts all fucking day. And the Temptations. And oh god. The Marvelettes, kid? Okay.
What about the Ronettes, though?
The Ronettes. Oh. I love that, like I love any name with the ets at the end that it's named after one person. Like, can you imagine like your band was the Beyonce-ettes? Like, it's just fucking crazy.
That's what Destiny's Child was.
Well, that's what Destiny's Child was, yes, but she didn't call it the Beyonce-ettes. Okay, so what's something that you eat and you recognize it's gross, but you love it?
Spinach dip.
Ooh, spinach.
Like I can eat the whole thing by itself without chips.
With the artichoke.
Yes. The artichoke chip.
Ooh, that artichoke chip.
This with a fork, delicious.
Dude, one of the grosser things I used to do. I don't do it anymore, but I wish I still could if it was socially acceptable when I was younger. Like after everyone's done with the mozzarella sticks, I will sit there and eat that fucking the sauce right out with a spoon, like right out. I don't do it anymore, but I wish every time I wish I could.
I'm a hot yoga guy now, so I don't really drink it anymore, but I'm like definitely a Mountain Dew guy. Like all the different Mountain Dews, like regular, Code Red, Livewire. Hell yeah. And Mountain
have you tried Sweet Lightning?
You're either like into it or you're like, that is disgusting.
Have you tried Sweet Lightning?
What's Sweet Lightning?
KFC. Oh, it's a KFC exclusive.
Oh no, I haven't gotten that because I was afraid I would also get the Cheeto sandwich when I was there.
It's like a peach tea Mountain Dew, and it works, by the way.
Yeah.
Why am I just blanking? I'm blanking, dude. I remember I went on a prom weekend. I went to a lot of proms, by the way, but one of the prom weekends, I invented a what?
Went to one just last year.
Just last year. But I invented a drink there. It was Everclear and Mountain Dew Code Red. I called it the Clappy. It was perfect.
That reminds me. Drink for me when I used to drink. Like I remember like just one of the last nights of college one year, my friend had an absinthe and Everclear party. And I was getting so drunk that I thought it was funny to like break ceiling tiles in the dorm. And we was like punching them and being like, I know karate, and like punching shit. It was fucking crazy. It's the only time I've ever been like that, and it was from that stuff.
We had one dude that do that, and he was doing pull-ups on the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
On the 4th floor, and he hit the little red knob out and flooded all of the floors below him. And he was out there screaming like, "Who the fuck did this?" It was like, "You, Joe, you did this." And he from then on was just known as Sloppy Joe. Hey, thanks, Craig. Dan 23, pretty good.
I brought the video down so you can actually see it. So this is Mountain Dew and Monster Energy drink.
Shit.
That's more of it going in there. And we made a drink called Battletoads in college. And it was like Everclear, Mountain Dew, and Monster Energy drink. And we got fucked up.
Oh, I bet. Is it a game or a conversation? It's both. We're doing both at the same time. We're friends having a good time, masturbating together.
We're talking about gross food. So
yes.
One time I went to Stagecoach when they had that like free barbecue thing at that bar.
Yes.
They do it every summer. And one summer day I sat there and I had a gin and tonic and I ordered the split pea soup, and I've never been able to live that down.
Dude, I had once. I'm a big fan of milk. I love milk. I can drink milk all day. Like I love drinking milk. And one day I remember this was not even that long ago. My parents ordered pizza, and I was drinking a glass of milk, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll grab a slice of pizza." And my dad just looked at me, like I have been arrested. I've come home really drunk. I've had sex with women in their house, and blah blah blah. I've never seen the look. Women. I've never seen the look of disgust that when I was drinking a glass of milk while I was eating my pizza. Like he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like that, and I recognized kind of gross, but.
Oh, you know what I used to do that was like, I don't think it's gross because I think it's delicious, but was like weird to people a little bit. Was we used to have like chicken wing takeout at Rutgers. And you would get chicken wings.
Oh my God!
Get mashed potatoes, and after I was done like with the chicken wings, I would mix the blue cheese in with the potatoes.
Mark, what year did you go to Rutgers?
2010, 2011.
See, because 2010, we might have crossed over because I would go to Broward Commons myself and go down and get the takeout food. It was one swipe, and you could get some pretty decent shit.
Oh, I'm about to confess something to you guys that now I'm thinking about it. I feel terrible about this now. Yes, Deanna. sex with women in their house. What else am I supposed to do?
Sex with men in their house?
Yeah, you've got some inside information.
Yeah, no, I fucking dude, this is the grossest thing I've ever eaten. That was like, dude, like you remember like the shit mashed potatoes that you had in like grammar school?
Yeah.
So I remember like I ate like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or whatever the fuck it was, and it was fine, whatever. But I was so over it, dude. I literally I was like going to throw my shit away in the garbage, and whoa, Reggie, I think your house might be on fire.
Oh my god, no, not my house.
And I went to the garbage can. I went to go throw away shit, and there was just like full on scoop of the mashed potatoes in the garbage, like hadn't been touched, and I fucking picked it up with my hand, and I fucking ate it, dude. And I ate the whole thing, and I was like, oh, and I fucking loved it. Yeah, that's definitely the grossest thing I've ever eaten. That's by far. But I was also super satisfied by it.
Right.
All right, next question. What's an activity you secretly love doing?
I don't know. Do you guys have like an example or anything, or Victoria?
Okay. So one thing I've been doing, especially during this. Okay, here I'll tell you exactly what another embarrassing fact about myself. Last night, I covered and recorded on 2 separate tracks a cover of a song off the Inside Llewyn Davis soundtrack. I did one track of just guitaring and one song of me singing into this, doing the whole thing, singing into it, and then I blended them together. And I did like 70 takes between
what
the
song?
two. Queen, The Death of Queen Jane.
Okay. It's not my favorite one on there, but that's a pretty good one.
Dude, I fucking love that album, dude.
Fare Thee Well, I think, that one's great. The one with the woman on it, I like that one. It's a great album.
It is. That's right, Caprio. Eating garbage. That's correct.
I don't know. I think I watched like a lot of embarrassing shows. Like in the quarantine, I've watched the entirety of the Big Show.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Which
I thought about doing that.
Which is a sitcom based on the pro wrestler The Big Show, where he does not play Paul White, he plays Big Show. And
dude, you have no idea what I was like going through. Like it came up on my Netflix to watch, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if that was all about the Big Show? And then it turns out it is, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I started the Gabriel Iglesias one, and that one's probably just as bad. Please go on.
It was painful. I mean, the Gabriel Iglesias one was like painful immediately, but like,
yes, it is.
I think I have like a blind spot with wrestling where I could just watch. It could be complete dog shit, but I'll still watch it for some reason. And I just remember I was like, I like have a TV in the kitchen, and I was like watching it while I ate dinner. And my roommate walked in, and I just went, "I didn't want you to see me this way." And he looks at me like, "What?" And he realizes what I'm watching, and he's like, "Oh, I got it." Yeah, I don't know. By the end of it, I sort of liked it, even though it's not funny. It's weird to watch like a whole sitcom where like
I like things like that sometimes. Though.
Yeah, there's only like one joke you laugh out loud at, but like you're sort of like, well, this is a nice family.
Yeah, like the Gabriel Iglesias show reminded me of. Did you guys see that Judd Apatow movie with Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen, Funny People?
Yeah,
Funny People. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like when the one that Jason Schwartzman was on, the show that he was on, Yo Teach. That's what that show reminded me of. That's what that fucking show reminded me of. But I'm like, I'm not watching this.
You know, I love things that like I know no one else is ever gonna fucking love. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like like niche shit, like Bored to Death on HBO. Like that's the type of shit.
Phenomenal.
That's
that show was phenomenal, bro. Ted Danson in that show is so funny.
I've also
any show that you know is gonna get canceled, I love it.
I've also watched every season of Big Brother and most of Big Brother Canada. So
fascinating.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, speaking of bored to death, you realize that show ended on the cliffhanger of did he fuck his sister? That's how the show ended. You never got the resolution to that. Mm-hmm. Victoria, what about you?
I like fishing, camping.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know if it's fishing and what is it? Hiking. I like hiking a lot too.
I went fishing twice in my life. Once was I went with my dad. That was the first time I realized that my dad was a regular person. Because we went fishing and I cast it out and like it was just a fucking comedy of errors, like one thing after another. And then my dad just turned to me and looked at me. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm really sorry. I grew up in a housing project. I don't know anything what I'm doing here." Like, and I was like, "Oh, he's a person now."
I secretly hate that my dad and Ryan have been fishing, and me and my dad have never been fishing.
Oh, really? No? You're like, what the fuck, bro?
I hold contempt in my heart for that.
I have contempt.
My free poetry.
What's the weirdest thing? What's the weirdest thing you've done during quarantine?
I like adopt new weird habits all the time. My new weird one is that I now dry off naturally. So after I shower, I just like sit naked for a little bit in my room.
Just thinking. Just constantly. Don't worry about Mark.
Games while I do it, or I'll look up recipes to cook for lunch or something. That type of thing.
I've taken up fixing everything I could possibly think of to fix. Dude, like, so I the first day of quarantine, I fucked up my headset for gaming headset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And fixed it. And I literally like got in there with tweezers, figured out what the problem was, and connected the wires again, like welded it and glued it back shut. Fucking I went to town on that whole shit.
Too much work.
Yeah. But what else was I doing? I did that yesterday. Meanwhile, like in the morning, my hands like fucking shaking left and right. But I did it. What about you, Victoria?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of I've just been chilling. Honestly, I haven't. I've just been doing me.
Nothing weirder than you.
No, just the best weird.
That's good.
Well, I think you might be getting smoke inhalation, bro.
Me?
From your house? Yeah, from your house burning down.
Oh man, it must have burned down. No, I'm arbitrarily keeping the streak of not wearing underwear since I've been sheltered at home going. So today I went to Home Depot, which was closed. So I went to Target, and for no reason at all, I didn't put on underwear.
Angelique just yelled out, "Babe!" I don't know who that's for, but it's for someone.
Well, I give a shout out to Amanda Knowles for also loving Big Brother.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Big Brother. You also jump on it.
Hey, I love
back to normal.
Babe. 4 babes. I guess we all get a babe.
All right.
I do love in fairness to Big Brother, I do realize that I do love 1984. Not only is it a great book, Year I Was Born, everybody. Yes. Double squeak. And this is just a complete side note. I'm going to ask the last question in a second, but dude, you ever realize, like, when you read that book, you're like, yo, the fucking government will never be watching you like that, blah, blah, blah. And then it actually happened, but it wasn't, it was us who were Big Brother. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah,
like, that 100% came true.
Yeah, Big Brother left out how convenient it was going to be for them to just know what we're doing,
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Brother should have just been called World Star Hip Hop.
When I still gave a fuck before I went full suburban, I would always say that we basically did that to ourselves. We volunteered our own privacy for fun. Now I don't care anymore because I bought all in. like the house, the picket fence, whatever, man.
But you don't have a picket fence.
I don't. That's the fucking problem, yo.
All right, the last question of the 10 questions are: if you could have one person from history on Twitter, who would it be?
What do you mean have them on Twitter?
That they could tweet and you could follow them and be like, "Yo, look at this fucker."
That's a great question, man.
You've heard it 23 times.
George Washington.
Okay, why?
He just seems like he has everything together. I mean, he founded the fucking United States, for crying out loud. I'm pretty sure he'd have some.
George Washington doesn't have it together. He had one tooth in his mouth when he was president.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah, but he was fucking
breathed on you. You'd fucking throw
his
up.
foresight to just not be king was like that was a baller move, man.
That was a baller. He's like, I don't want to do this shit forever.
Yeah, he's like, no, we need to.
Also, that makes me want to like be able to time travel into the past because he was my height and he was a giant. So I fucking like he got elected president based off of that. Also, I want George Washington too, but for completely different reasons because I want him. It'll take him, I don't know, 5 minutes to say something super problematic on Twitter, like super problematic. Then you'd be like, "Wait, this guy's on our dollar bill." Yeah. George Washington was overrated, Dan Capron.
Wow.
Well, I guess. By the way, I don't know why I know this, but Washington did have slaves. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many battles George Washington won?
3, right?
3. Yes, 3. Yes. Oh, look at you. People don't know. You know who won that war? Dick Arnold won that war.
Did he?
He did. He won a lot of battles. If he didn't do that one thing.
Give me Charles Dickens on Twitter.
Charles Dickens on Twitter?
Yeah. Why not? Let's see what that's like.
Yeah, but he'd never be able to be limited to 180 characters. Oh no, wait, he would. He would because actually the only reason why Charles Dickens was so verbose was because he was paid by the word. So he became much more just because. Yeah. Yes, he had lots of slaves. He also grew hemp though, so smoked mad weed. So George Washington. All right, that was the 10 questions, everybody. We did it. George Washington has a big dick. Yes, he does, Andrew Lee. I guess had a big dick. I bet he still has it.
If his teeth is made out of wood, I can only imagine how big his penis would be.
So now we're going to go from this. We're going to go play the interrogation game, which is my favorite game that we play. And now I've realized that I think of things throughout the day and write them in an email to myself to remind me of this game. So. Interrogation. That's the interrogation intro. What happens is we're each going to say something about ourselves. Could be true, could be false. But then the other 3 are going to discuss. They're going to interrogate and discuss amongst themselves whether that person is telling the truth. They have 2 minutes, and after the 2 minutes is done, they get a chance to guess if they're telling the truth or not. So I will go first, just so you see how it goes. Okay, there's a building outside of Madison Square Garden. There's a post office right across the street. It's called the James Farley Post Office, which is named after my great-grandfather. Go ahead.
Wait, what was it again?
There's a post office outside Madison Square Garden that's named the James Farley Post Office. And it's named after my great-grandfather.
Oh, my God. Why?
He was the Postmaster General.
How did he get that job?
He worked his way up. I don't know. However he did. But my father's named after him, James Farley.
Where is it where is it near Madison Square Garden?
It's right across the street. It's 34th and 8th.
Oh, it's that big one?
That giant one that looks like a library. Yeah.
Oh man.
That giant cement.
Did you ever meet that guy?
No, he died way before I was born.
Yeah.
When did he die?
So you know how to dance for life, yo.
Like, I'd say 1974. Around there, somewhere around there. And my dad's...
Have you seen it?
The building?
Yeah, the poster.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the building. I've never seen a poster, but there's a building. It's the James Farley Post Office.
And you want us to know. So the question is it based off your grandfather?
It's named after my grandfather.
Based on him.
It's not based on him. It's not a fucking it's not like Moneyball. It's a building named after my grandfather, great grandfather. And my grandfather worked in that building.
Long lineage of postmen. Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
in that
it
building?
is
my father was a postal worker.
my grandfather was just a postal worker. Lowly postal worker.
Master General, though, man. That's pretty.
Yeah, Postmaster General. That's correct. Apparently had a photographic memory. That's it. That's the time.
You know, I don't even want to say like whether or not I've heard this before because damn, remember how much I remember things.
That your house is on fire. You should remember that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's not true.
All right, I like that.
I believe it. I'm convinced that he has a building in New York City.
Yeah. I'm gonna create an arbitrary divide between men and women, and I'm going with Mark.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's hear it for the boys.
Fucking lying, bro.
It's completely not true at all. The post office is the James Farley Post Office, named after the Postmaster General, James Farley, but it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Well, I guess men win again.
He did great things for the Democratic, but my dad actually, because my dad's name is James Farley, that he was gonna like have a clipping. He was like, I just can't wait for that guy to die. That way I have like James Farley died as a newspaper headline, and he was gonna save it because it's his name. And he's like, oh, that's weird. That's funny. And then something terrible happened on the day he died, other than him dying. It was like Vietnam or something, like something really bad. So he was like, yeah, maybe not. That's not my grandpa. No, Angelique, it's not my grandpa. Great. By the way, I'm reading back your thing. Great grandpa did some things, Dan. What were those things? Did he own slaves? No. We were Irish. We did not have any money. No money whatsoever. If anything, we were slaves too. Indentured servants, I should say. Anyway, okay. So Reggie, do you want to go next?
Oh shit!
All right, or one of you guys. Which one of you guys are ready?
I can go next.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Okay. All right, hold on. I want to have a neutral face. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready. All right. The first girl I ever kissed with tongue was the daughter of a famous comedian.
Which comedian?
Sam Kinison.
What was her first name?
Angelica.
Angelica.
How tall was she?
I don't know.
How old were you?
Older than me. I was 16.
How old was she?
15.
Okay. Crater robber.
Different time.
You ever talk about her dad? Like, ever bring it up?
A little bit. She didn't know him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
How was the conversation before you led up to the kiss, or did you kind of just plan it on her? Surprise attack.
So we went to my bedroom because I was like real in the middle at the time, and I was considering wearing eyeliner, And so I like stole an eyeliner pen from the Rite Aid, and then she was showing me how to put it on, and the eyeliner pen ended up being blue instead of black, so it looked really ridiculous. And that's what we were talking about beforehand.
And it stopped at just making out?
Yeah, I like snuck her and a couple of my friends into my house at the time while my mom was out, and she was coming home at some point, so they had to leave.
How'd you break it off with this gal?
We just kissed. It wasn't like a break it off thing. We were like friends for a long time afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You would be friends, wouldn't you?
It's fun having
Oh, you okay there, Reggie?
Yeah, I'm fine.
From your house burning down? Your house burning down is really interrupting this interrogation.
What's the red light thing?
I don't. Well, time's up, just about up. So, time. Okay. I'm gonna say it's false.
I'm gonna say it's true. Sam Kinison having a daughter named Angelica kind of tracks with his religious background. This is the type of story that would happen to Mark Henley. So yeah, I think it's true.
Okay. Victoria?
Yeah, I think it's true too.
It's true.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He got his opening act, Carl LeBeau's wife, pregnant. And after he died, that guy found out that it wasn't his actual kid. And then her and her mom moved to Jersey.
Well then.
Yeah, we're friends on Facebook.
Really cool.
So hopefully she isn't watching this. But she's a very cool person. Angel, you're a cool person.
I hope she is. Angelique was here. All right, Victoria, go ahead.
I've swam with sharks before.
That's a good answer. Where was this?
Yes.
It was in Florida.
Florida.
Was it Typhoon Lagoon?
No.
What kind of
Did
sharks?
you stop at any tiger sanctuaries?
It was like, yeah, tiger sharks and
Tiger
surf sharks.
sanctuaries.
Okay, tiger sharks.
Hold
okay.
on. It's coming. You know it's coming.
I saw tiger, tiger swimming.
Yeah. So, what kind of sharks were there?
I'm pretty sure there was like a great white at the bottom.
Was it scary?
This is fucking false.
Pretty
This
sure.
is false.
Was it scary?
I'm saying this is false. Yeah.
It was a little scary at first, yeah.
Was it like a planned thing, or were you just like swimming and then sharks were there?
Yeah. Did someone try and murder you?
No, I didn't just willingly jump in. No, it was a planned thing.
Were you wearing a vest of meat?
Yes. Lots of meat.
Chumming under the water. Okay.
No chum.
About shark?
Oh, you were lonely? You didn't have a chum with you?
What were their eyes like?
Like a dollar.
They're creepy. They're staring into my soul.
Exactly. Like those eyes roll over white.
Why didn't you swim with dolphins? That's what people usually swim with.
Because sharks are cooler.
Yes, but they don't try to have sex with you like dolphins do.
Yeah, that's true.
No, dolphins have sex with you. Sharks just bite your head off. So, wasn't gonna get humped that day.
There couldn't have been a great white in there. They could have fucking thrown you in the fucking water with a great white.
Yeah. That part is problematic.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. I think you swam with sharks, but there was no fucking way there was a great white in there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying you're lying, by the way. I'm saying that you're mistaken.
Boy,
I am.
False.
You think it's false?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're lying too.
No,
Dan Caprio, sharks are lame as hell. They need to get extinct in a hurry. Good luck with that one, Dan. They are not going anywhere anytime soon.
One of those motherfuckers on the streets.
These motherfuckers on the streets is shit.
Deepest blue is my hat is like a shark's fin.
I accept the orange hat.
Support the frontline workers.
Every family gets
piece of shit.
What was that?
I was trying to play the applause button for you, but never mind. It came up with an ad. So is it true or false?
It is true. I have Sam Sharks.
It is true. But
Yes.
they're definitely fucking great white there.
I think the great white will only know
Okay.
if he's.
Why is it gotta be white?
That's
I
true.
don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna time out from you guys while Reggie goes, so that he can tell his story, and then that way I don't have to participate in it because I guarantee you I've heard most of his already.
I don't know if you heard this one. You might want to stick
All
around.
right, you got one prepared?
Yes. Just thought
Okay,
about
then let's go. All right, then let's go. Go ahead, Reginald Val Parker.
By
the way, I call him Val Parker because that's Reginald Val Johnson.
Reginald Val Johnson from
from Family Matters. Carl Winslow.
Correct, Reginald Val Johnson, who's also in Die Hard.
Yes, he is playing the same exact role.
Exactly the same role. My story is that I had met Rutgers football star Ray Rice.
Like I said, I'll be back.
What was it scary?
Was it scary? No, this was before.
Did he punch you?
Before we knew that could be scary.
Where'd you?
Did you get an autograph?
Huh? I did.
Did you get an autograph?
No.
Where'd you meet him?
It was at some frat party. It was like my freshman year of high school, college, and Ray Rice was there.
Was he cool?
He seemed cool. Like a bunch of people were like, "Oh shit, that's Ray Rice," and he was overall cool. Again, at the time, now remember that we had no idea what would happen in the future. So at this point, Ray Rice is pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't really know anything about Ray Rice. Who was he? Because Capri was saying #innocent in the chat.
He's not innocent because there's a fucking video of him punching the shit out of his wife in Atlantic City. Ray Rice was a Rutgers football running back who then got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, who one day was in Atlantic City inebriated out of his mind, and there's video footage of him basically hooking his wife in an elevator.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, yeah.
Very aggressive. The Rutgers UCF upset game. Wow. I was there too. The 09 game. That's a good point. Sorry, but go ahead, guys.
So you met him at a Rutgers party, you said?
Yeah, it was a Rutgers party, like a frat party.
Okay.
Which frat?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Let's just say A Pie. That's the only one I can think of. Although, because Dan left and like this is gonna go on way too long. One time I was hanging out.
I made it before the 2 minutes.
Yeah, but now I'm telling a story to interrupt the 2 minutes. I was at I was picking up some groceries from the Bravo. It's Bravo now, but at the time it was the C-Town down North Street. And my buddies from Delta Chi picked me up, who I couldn't remember any of them, but they had met me sometime when I was hammered, like I usually was at Rutgers. And they drove me home, and then later on we all hung out. So that's a different story, but I wanted to tell it.
Yes, there you go. See?
I do remember anyway. Picked you up at the store?
What's that?
Your story is that people picked you up at the store?
Yeah, some guys in a frat, the Delta Chi boys picked me up, and we had a great time. Shut up, Pre.
That was the interrogation game, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Ray Rice thing is true because Dan left immediately, and he wouldn't have left immediately if he had heard the story before.
That's
you
true.
don't know the relationship.
Yeah, I think Reggie's met Ray Rice before. I think it's true.
And because Dan probably already does know the answer, this is a true story. One time I was hanging out at a frat party, and Ray Rice showed up, and I didn't know who that was. And everyone was like, "Oh shit, that's Ray Rice." And when they said his name, I was like, "Oh fuck, I remember that guy," because he won that big Louisville game for us. And that's why Greg Schiano's back at Rutgers.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Fun fact about that Louisville game was one of my best memories of college, even though I didn't go to Rutgers, was we got student tickets I took someone's ID, and me and my two friends who went to Rutgers got student tickets and then sold them to the Louisville game because they were going to lose terribly. And then they ended up winning, but then I took all of the profits and bought drugs. Anyway,
that was a cool day. That was like
it was a beautiful day. I remember watching I was watching in my boy's attic apartment, like how you used to have, Reggie. Reggie used to have.
That's right. I used to have a crazy attic, and I also sold some U2 tickets. Sure, I should have saved this for another interrogation. But I sold some U2 tickets to some guy, and I helped. I had to talk to them once. Sorry, we're debating how the U2 tickets got sold.
Okay.
Right, moving on.
Yes, Kate, I washed my hands. I just took a mean fat shit. No, I'm kidding.
Yo, Mark, you could totally catch this ball.
I could?
Oh, yeah, it's a rugby ball.
Throw it through the camera. All right. It's time for questions.
Questions?
All right. So we're going to go from that to questions. Confused dog. Questions. If you built a themed hotel, what would the theme be, and what would the rooms be like?
I want to go with something easy. I'd go with like either a wrestling themed hotel, or I would go full in on like Mountain Dew or something, like a Pepsi hotel.
Yeah, that's
Pepsi
cool.
hotel.
Yeah. So last year I went to Las Vegas for a wedding, and I stayed at the hotel that I thought was the funniest one, which was the Hooters Hotel.
That is the fun.
The SmackDown Hotel. There you go.
So, but the thing I like with the Hooters Hotel is I feel like it didn't have enough of the theme baked into it. The room was just the room, so I feel like in the SmackDown Hotel, I would like have like pictures of wrestlers in each one, and maybe like have tacky sheets that have like wrestling rings on them or something.
I just want the bellboy to body slam your luggage when it comes in. Just like fucking.
I would have it like the Acolyte Protection Agency, so there'd be no walls. Anytime somebody walk through the door, I'd beat the fuck out of them.
You know what's funny is like this is the third time in like 4 nights that Reggie's brought up the Acolyte Protection Agency.
I'm not forcing you at all.
I know, no. Frankly, I'm just impressed. Oh yeah, it gets sexy, Mark. What about you, Victoria?
It would be Halloween themed, and each room would have a very classic horror movie. So
That's
like
cool.
Friday the 13th.
Room 217 would be really.
This guy.
Yeah.
I got real sexy.
Like it'd be a whole thing. Like we would have a pool of blood. It would be great. It'd be fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool. Like
wow. Chucky themed.
Chucky indeed. I used to work with a kid from who was in the Chucky movies. Andy. I used to work with Andy from Chucky.
Wow.
Yes. This could have been a fucking an interrogation question, but it's just true. Is that I used to work with him, and he would always like, first of all, that man would fuck very young girls, but no.
That's not good.
I don't know if that's actually true, but I mean they were all of age, but he was probably my age now, fucking like 18-year-olds. So.
Still counts. That's cool.
I think I'm just going George of the Jungle theme.
I like that.
Every bed has a vine you could swing into. And
I would go like John Wick theme at this point because like they got dope hotels in the John Wick.
Just fucking
that'd be cool.
Like all this shit. I just have people taking blood oaths for like fucking towels and shit.
That's a true story. I'll vouch for Dan. Thank you, Caprio. All right, next question. What scientific discovery would change the course of humanity overnight if it was discovered? Coronavirus cure. Yeah. I think that's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah.
And we're all done with that. We could just go about your life.
Too easy.
Too easy, Drill Sergeant. Ray Rice theme. Get knocked out in the elevator every time. That's a fucking great answer, Waldo. Ray Rice themed hotel. What are some clever examples of misdirection you've seen? I don't fucking know.
Misdirection. I don't know the misdirection from Pornhub to OnlyFans. That's been very revealing.
Valid point. I think I had one guy come up to me. It was actually outside Penn Station in front of James Farley post office, and he said to me, I had like a Mets jersey on, and I just came from opening day, and it was opening day, and this homeless guy came up to me and said like, "Hey, you know who's the only two people that are in the Hall of Fame that never played baseball?" And I was like, "You mean Abbott and Costello? Because of the who's on first and shit like that?" And he's like, "Yeah." "Oh, you know it? Yeah, good for you. You got any change?" And I was like, "You fucking sly dog," and I gave him $10.
Oh wow!
Set him on his way. Went to go meet his heroin dealer, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
What about you guys?
I don't know. This is a real open-ended question. I'm distracted because Reggie, is your wife playing Animal Crossing?
Yes. Yeah, there's some Animal Crossing in the background. We're at the part now where you can terraform, so like I'm done. Like until she can spend enough days to move every house in the city, I can't play.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just check in every once in a while to get my Nook miles. That's it.
Yeah, this is a weird question. I can't. I'm just gonna skip to the next chip. What's your scariest non-horror movie?
Ooh, I'll go.
Okay, I got two.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Last night, I was turning off the light in my kitchen right over there. And when I looked outside, there was a fucking possum crawling around. And he looked real scary and possum-like. And I've been dreading that motherfucker ever since.
No, I meant an actual movie.
Yeah.
Not just like an experience?
Not an experience. No. Like
an actual movie, Soul Plane. Yeah.
Soul Plane? I fucking love Soul Plane, bro.
The shit out of me.
And you already know I love Soul Plane. Snoop Dogg is the captain. Dude, I got two. And these two, it's because of two characters that I vie for. They vie for like the scariest non-horror abusive parents I've ever seen that aren't abusive. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's right around the corner. It's Michael Madsen in Free Willy and Dennis Leary in The Sandlot.
Wow.
Both of those, those movies are the scare. Like that guy raising you, it's the scariest motherfucker in the world. He's like, yeah, I'll play. Yeah, like there's that one scene in Free Willy where the kid's like, I need an allowance. That was $5, and he's like, and you're like, oh, is he gonna fucking cut off his ear right now and start talking to him?
This is gonna be a weird answer, but the movie 8th Grade, like that Bo Burnham movie.
Yes.
That really gave me a ton of anxiety because everything is just minor social nightmares constantly happening.
Correct. And we're Gucci on that one.
It just really wasn't fun for me to watch. I was just too in the moment, I guess.
Yes. Dude, I really like that movie though.
Yeah.
By the way, I was like, yo, how would you write this movie? Because you know so much about a 14-year-old girl. What about you, Victoria?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island? I guess.
Yeah, but I think is that a horror movie or is it more of a drama? I think it's kind of like a.
I'm gonna give it a drama, psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Zodiac is a scary movie.
Oh, that's freaky too.
Scary movie.
That's what Daniel Caprio says.
What's that thing we always watch? Cropsy? Cropsy, yeah. That's a good one. You can watch that on YouTube.
Whoa. I don't know what that is.
It's like a where's that from? Like what island is that? Like Staten Island, Long Island, one of the islands?
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's like a Staten Island, yeah. It's like a folk.
Terrifying already. Terrifying.
Yeah, it's like a Staten Island like folklore about like a murderer.
Staten Island.
Hey, come down here.
Staten Island. That's all those guys.
One touch the guy.
Oh, we lost Victoria. We'll never be, and she's banned forever.
Nah, shit. But man, I feel like I've seen Mark Henley at the takeout before, man.
You think so?
Yeah, at least someone like you, man. There's a lot of people running around.
Dude, you want to know one of the most embarrassing things that happened to me during this quarantine? Because I'm walking around, and it was the last few days has been super blunty out, as we described last night, just super blunty. And I had my hoodie up, and I went to the store, and I had my fucking mask on, and my gloves that I immediately thought of the Bernie Mac. And then I'm walking, and this guy driving my brother's car. You're coming back in, Victoria. There she is! Yay! She made it. And I was walking past this dude driving my brother's car who looked a lot like my brother, but he was wearing the mask. And I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up?" And gave him a shout out. Was definitely not my brother. Like 100% was not him. Then I was like, oh, I am so sorry.
In college, I once accidentally sat at the wrong table with the Asian person.
Oh, there you go.
I love that
it's
story.
A classic white mistake,
And that's your best friend to this day. He wrote your fucking.
Dude, I did this to my ex. Oh, it was so bad. I was in a grocery store with my ex.
One or a different one?
What?
The racist one or a different one?
No, different one.
Oh,
different one that you know well.
I needed someone that I could get behind.
You know well.
Okay, I know who
was Lauren. It was Lauren.
Well, we know.
It was Lauren.
Fine.
So, and we were in a grocery store, and I separated to go get something else, and she went the other way, and I went and found her, and then as soon as I walked up behind her, went right on the ass to wasn't her. Wasn't her.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my god, I thought you were dude, that took some fast talking to get out of. Ooh, that was brutal. That was bad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was really bad. Okay. Next question. Oh, we've already asked that question. No. To what brands are you most loyal? Jameson, Marlboro,
Corona.
I don't know. I've recently changed a lot of the ways that I eat in quarantine. So things that I would have been weirdly loyal to, like Chili's and things like that, I don't do anymore.
Well, obviously,
I gave up soda and stuff. So a lot of the brands that I was into, I don't really follow so much anymore. I think I've said wrestling for too many answers tonight, but WWE like goes to Saudi Arabia and takes.
I knew it was gonna go to fucking wrestling with you. I was gonna say WWE.
They like literally put on like terrible shows constantly, and then some good ones are sprinkled in there, and I'm just like, oh, what a great time I'm having, you know. So that's that, and then I'm like been pretty loyal to Nintendo lately with like whatever game they come out with, try.
I was about to say that I am currently loyal to Nintendo and fucking Horizon.
Reggie's branded.
I like just hit Master Ball tier in Pokemon, and like I never thought I would get there, bro. And now I'm just like full Nintendo stan once again.
What about you, Victoria?
McDonald's has been my best brand throughout this whole thing. Ordering me an extra large fry, chocolate shake.
Actually, throughout this whole thing, it's probably Snickers, to be honest with you. Like Snickers has got me through some hard times during this quarantine. That and Gary's good vodka.
S'mores, Pop-Tarts, or Oreos.
Now that you just said that, dude, I can't remember the last time I had a fucking Pop-Tart. Like, it's got to be like 10 years type shit. Like,
Pop-Tarts are like my guilty pleasure, so like I've been like tripled, quadrupled up on those.
Okay, here's one. What do you quote from the most? Companies we all know, not the Bible. Okay.
I say, you want to get out of here from the line "Crazy, Stupid, in Love." Me and my friend, we fucking just love that movie, so we just say it over and over and over.
That movie had the most like. Go ahead.
Like we'll use it in just like random sentences. Like when we're out of like a situation, like if we want to go to the mall and we're out of the mall, we're like, do you want to get out of here? Like we use it in like code or something. Yeah. I
do a lot of stupid shit with especially with oh my god. Crazy Stupid Love though brings. I was with my friend we like rented a house down in Seaside, and we were fucking like we were like literally like 28 years old. No, we weren't fucking 29 years old, and we were like trolling around looking for women and stuff like that. And then one night we just ended up watching Crazy Stupid Love together, like the gayest He-Man combination. It was I can't.
It's my favorite movie.
So, yeah, I gotta say I quote the most from The Simpsons more than anything. The Simpsons, even the intro to this show is "Good Evening Adults" is from The Simpsons. So
my friend Bobby is like real into Eminem lately, so I feel like me and him when we talk, we'll just like bring up random Eminem lyrics constantly. That
313, fuck free world.
I feel like Amityville that we end up coming back to a lot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't get you.
What?
I know Reggie quotes quite a bit from How High for me.
I do know How High.
To me personally, but
here's what I'll say, since you don't know this per se. If I'm not hanging out with Dan and I'm hanging out with my brothers, the thing we quote the most is Invader Zim, and like I'll just quote random shit. Like there's an episode where they get into video games. And this one guy says, "Oh, I just gotta be Iggins. I just gotta be me," and like, just like random shit like that. Or like it was me. I was the moose. Like Invader Zim has so many good quotables that no one's gonna get unless you watch it. That's my favorite shit to quote.
That's true. Once you get an inside joke with someone, like both of you have an inside joke. I definitely quote The Simpsons the most amongst people. All right. What's a movie? No. Okay. What's the worst movie trope?
The worst movie trope to me is the thing that gets you back in the relationship in a rom-com. So like, if it's Say Anything, it's the boombox. If it's like Like there's just so many movies.
Also doesn't work and say anything. He just holds it up. He still is just like the fuck.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Damn, got me there. So like
Take
did he say anything?
I fucking can't stand the mistaken identity thing. I can't shit. No, he thinks I'm you, so now blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I do hate that shit. Wait a minute, you weren't that guy? You must be lying to me.
I also we talk about Mission Impossible. It's like we all know Fireman's the bad guy. We all know. Like it's not even you're not fooling it. Like that the obvious not there's a mole and we don't know who it is. Meanwhile the guy's like sitting there like it's obviously him. Victoria?
I don't have any.
What?
Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of at the moment. Nope.
Worst movie trope, Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon. Worst movie trope.
Peanut butter worst. Suck my dick with peanut butter on it.
I hate the person that just like introduces the thing that fixes the problem. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
I'll take the Ex Machina, but I hate the person that has to do it. Like for instance, in the most recent Star Wars film, when Babu Freak has to be introduced. I'm not going to disclose right now.
That's for sure.
If you don't write Babu Freak into that movie, you do not get to resolve the Star Wars trilogy on trilogy on trilogy.
That's true. That's true, Marty.
You need him.
Yeah, you need Babu Freak. What's a common experience for many people that you've never experienced?
I don't know. First off, shout out to Kate for calling out that I've got the Renaissance-like pose.
Yes.
She's on that painting couch.
Well.
What was the question again?
Kate's the best. That's why. What are a common experience for many people that you've never experienced?
Growing past 5'3".
That's fair.
Snowballing.
I'll take that works. I'll say snowboarding. I've never snowboarded.
Oh shit! I haven't snowboarded either.
Ever. I've never.
Me neither, man. I never hit that tricky.
Never did, dude. I went skiing once, and I got down the mountain, and I was like, okay, that was fun. And then they were like, oh, you want to go again? I was like, no, I'll be at the bar.
Yeah.
This is like 3.5 years ago or something like that.
I used to go skiing as a kid with my dad all the time, and I always hated it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the most embarrassing thing in the world, like when you're 32 years old and you have to take a skiing class, but every single person in the class is a child except you, and like you're literally going down like these little hills. Oh no, keep your because they don't have ski slopes in Brooklyn, so
true.
I'll do 2 more questions of this, and then what are 2 misconceptions about a hobby you have?
2 misconceptions?
Yes. Okay, I'll start. I got one.
You got one.
I got what I play Red Dead Redemption quite often, especially now in quarantine. And one thing is that I do a lot of bounty. Oh, you're getting fucking sexy with it. Fucking lay it all out. Wait, if I stand up, just you get bounties and stuff like that, and I always bring them in alive because it gives me more money, but it like increases your honor and makes you like a better person in the game. So that'd be one of them, I guess. It's like, no, I'm just trying to get more money. Like that's, but it's like, oh, no, you're a good person. No, I'm not.
Can we talk about my man's feet in the
background? They're so small compared to your head.
It's forced perspective, man. It's all about the fox back there, man.
Wow. Bring it back. More art terms. First a Renaissance painting, now forced perspective. Feel like I'm back. Now Mark's just a cam girl. Okay.
I play Animal Crossing a lot, and my friends will say that that's a game for girls, which is not helped by the fact
that's a game for men, bro. I play Animal Crossing.
That Reggie's wife is literally playing it right now. But yeah.
All right.
I've been playing a shit ton of Pokemon lately.
Oh yeah.
And like the same energy I would have put into watching the Giants and like the Patriots is what I'm putting into fucking Pokemon right now. Like I'll be playing a game and I'll be like, this motherfucker brought out Whimsicott? You kidding me right now, bitch?
Are you playing online or just like in
there you go.
Mode?
Now, Kate Hester, what's your only fan page, Mark? Plug it in. Plug away. By the way, my favorite use of cam girls or any kind of cam girls is Reggie, using them because they would have like a pay-per-view event on the background while this girl's dancing naked. So he's like, "Yeah, I'll fucking get into this. I'll watch this," and meanwhile, I'm just watching the game.
If there's a pay-per-view event going on, I will go on a cam site to see if someone's trying to like scam their views to get more like viewers by doing a pay-per-view. It's like I watched Ronda Rousey get head kicked by what's her name?
Holly Holmes.
Yeah, Holly Holmes. Yeah, Holly Holmes. I saw that, and then the
I love that you knew that more than the three of us.
My man knew that. I watched both of them at freecams.com. Yo, Mark Henley, you gotta be way less sexy, bro. Can we put him to just broadcast?
Now you're grabbing your junk? Oh God. Oh my God.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Here's a question for all of us.
I'm gonna drink.
What was the last thing you Googled?
Last thing I Googled?
I'm gonna look it up myself.
Hold on.
I'll tell you the last thing I Googled. The last thing we lost more. Oh, we lost. Where can I find vanilla in Red Dead Redemption 2? That's the last thing I Googled.
Are you talking Red Dead?
That was the last thing I Googled.
What? You lost me?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, we lost Victoria.
Yeah, we lost Victoria.
Wait,
what was the last thing you did in Red Dead?
Now you're back. You're coming back. The last thing the question was, what was the last thing you Googled? Mine was, where do you find vanilla in Red Dead Redemption 2? That was the last thing I Googled.
The last thing I Googled was Goodra Build, which is a Pokemon, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to maximize it for competitive Pokemon.
Mine was, what time does Walmart close?
Good answer.
I Googled this comic Afterlife with Archie. That's the wrong one.
Hey! Archie's getting some flex.
Yeah, it's
Archie's getting a rebirth, bro.
Archie, besides the TV show Riverdale, let's not talk about everything else Archie's doing in the comics still, bro.
Yeah,
like he's in the Sabrina universe.
Because Archie was like a really like horror book, and then they had that guy pitch the Riverdale show.
Really?
Yeah.
I've watched,
dude. I always thought fucking Archie was kind of a Streisand, but here he is rocking the shit out of the fucking.
I watched like a weird amount of Riverdale because of being married and shit, and between that and Sabrina, man, Archie's had a resurgence.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one for these times. A good question.
Fucking time.
What's the dumbest thing that someone's tried to argue with you about? I can tell you what mine is. Like, and it's only been recently. It was 2 days ago, and Reggie knows the story already. As I almost got into a fight with like a 16-year-old kid because he just kept getting closer to me, and I was like, "Bro, you have to get away from me. Like I was in an aisle and he came in the aisle, just walking around like nonchalantly, and was like, and I just kept moving over, buying this bag of candy, by the way. And he just kept getting closer and closer. I was like, could you please get the fuck away from me? I don't want to be near you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fuck you up if you don't get away from me. Like, and he was like, no, I'm just walking down the aisle. I was like, dude, but you see me getting away from you. Like, I'll wait till you're done. Stop coming closer. And then you could go around or whatever. Like, and it got into this whole argument. He did not understand the idea of social distancing.
Yeah.
Last time I produced a show at the George Street Co-op, me and my friend Ben were arguing about whether or not we should have 1 or 2 mic stands. And to me, there's 2 of us, so we should have 2 mic stands. But he thought we should only have 1. And he at one point said, "Well, you'll see that I'm right." And I still to this day don't see that he is right. There's 2 of us. There should be 2 mic stands. I'm gonna call him up right now.
You can't win the answer, but you won the answer.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. At our level, 1 mic is all you need. It's all you need. Because usually the thing coming out of the 1 mic is already bad enough. But if it's like you're gonna encourage each other to do bad shit. So 1 mic, bro.
No, but we start out the 2 of us talking on mics, so
that's the problem. You got to talk to each other.
And that's why we have this right here.
I've done 2 mics before, and usually what happens is one person gets way, way higher or drunker than the other person, and they're the person you got to try to be quiet more.
We don't get higher or drunk. We just we're just good
get more creative.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. What about you, Victoria? What's the last dumbest thing?
I mean, like, the most recent thing happened when I was at work, and I told this lady that she needed to put a mask on or she has to leave the store. She freaked out, and then she's like...
Was this woman Reggie?
Yes. Reggie disguised himself as a white female with a blonde hair.
All the time. It's my favorite juju.
I thought that was you. You looked... But yeah, she started screaming, and then she was like looking for a mask, and you don't sell them. And then she's like, I'm gonna put this bag over my head, and this is all for a pack of cigarettes. I was like, are you really going to go beyond and above for this right now?
Yes, I would.
Jesus. So that was that argument.
What if money and practicality weren't a problem? What would be the most interesting way to get around town? A horse? No, fuck that. I'd ride a giraffe.
I'd
come in on a giraffe.
I would ride that little like spherical thing from the most recent Jurassic Park movies. I would just go around that.
I would kind of love like a little owl bringing me around. Like I'd have to hold on to his.
That's pretty good.
His talent.
That's pretty
I wish I had a smart car instead of a regular car. One of those tiny ones.
A wicked smack guy?
Yeah, I'd be able to. That'd be sick. I would just probably has a good sound system in it. You only have one person in the car. It'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be fun. What about you, Victoria?
I could park anywhere.
You know, it'd be pretty cool, like a big green machine, but like with like pimped out, and it would have like an engine and everything. It'd be fucking dope.
Is this an episode of Pimp My Ride? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was just you beat me to it. I was
crazy
like,
anything, and it was crazy pimped out. We were playing GameCube, and then the fucking dance come out. What are you talking about, Victoria?
All right, so we're gonna switch it up for the last few minutes of this show. We're gonna go. Would you rather?
I appreciate you. I didn't mean to make that disrespectful. I'm a big fan of Victoria.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather have sex with one of your parents' friends or one of your own friends? Your own friends' exes?
Parents, friends, because
Parents. I'll go parents, friends too.
I'd be oblivious to it. Doesn't matter to me.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, parents, friends. Like your parents have to forgive you. Your friends don't.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my friend's ex. Just because you guys been saying the opposite.
My logic is, if my parents come to me like, "You fuck my friend's ex," I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
Dan Caprio saying like riding in on a falcon or something. Like, I think you're doing.
Wow.
I think you're doing
never-ending story.
Mark Henley's promethazine is kicking him.
Wow.
Would you rather getting into a relationship with someone and realize that they're a furry or a dominatrix?
Dominatrix.
I think I'm with Pri on this one.
Pri is the most reasonable voice in the room. I was going to go furry, but Pri's making a good point. Dominatrix.
I just don't know that I would want to be dominated all the time.
That's why I wanted to go furry, bro. But Pri spoke.
Yeah, I'm gonna go furry because as long as they didn't get too into it or be like expect me to be like too all about it,
Okay.
On a costume.
Now, I'm gonna go furry.
You rather
even think about my power dynamic in this relationship?
Valid point, sir. Would you rather have people find out that you wrote an erotic novel or directed a porno?
Wrote a romantic. Now I can't even word. What the fuck was that? The novel.
Yeah, I think I'd go the novel myself.
Yeah.
Because at least I took the. But even that's even worse though. That you took the time to write that trash.
Yeah, but who's gonna find out if you what happens if they find out that you directed a porn?
See, my answer is the same answer to the last question. I'm directing a porno. I don't need anyone to figure out the power dynamics in my relationship.
Valid point. But no, I even then, I just I'm melting the climb. It's if a dominatrix is stepping on my neck or something, I'm like, you're gonna get the fuck off my neck one way or another. So
you can do well in that situation.
Erotic novels are hot trash, bruh. Dan Caprio.
Yo, Dan, you gotta relax, bro.
Would you rather forever keep your shirt on during sex or your shoes?
My shoes.
I'm going shoes.
I'm going shoes for the precedent. Black guys wearing Timbs and pornos. In that future,
we're not all Mr. Marcus here, bro. We're not all Mr. Marcus here.
Mr. Marcus. In Future has a song where he says, "I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops," and that's the most disrespectful way to get your bitch fucked.
I think I'm gonna go with shoes because I feel like people who would pick shirt, they lack confidence.
I
agree.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Oh, I can't do this one with Victoria because it doesn't make sense. Would you rather go down on someone? No, it doesn't. It's would you rather sleep with a girl who refused to let you touch her tits or her ass? So it doesn't work.
Thinking about a guy, would you rather sleep with the guy that won't let you touch his balls or his ass?
That doesn't make any. Still doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes a lot of sense. No, this is a conundrum for a lot of women.
Is it? I doubted it.
I'm not giving up my power dynamics in my relationship.
Would you rather go down on someone who tastes bad or someone who really smells?
Oh, that's basically the same question, though.
No.
It's not. Trust me. It's not.
I'd go with the surprising smell versus someone that just tastes bad.
Well, if they taste bad, you can just do a dental dam. There's like
if I thought it was going to taste terrible,
dental dam? A dental dam?
You could.
It's a dental dam.
No, you got to go positive, right? Like if you thought it was going to taste bad and it weirdly tasted okay, you'd be like, "Huh, I think this is not a great scenario, but like this is working out for me."
Dental dam. What are they?
But you're gonna gag either way. It doesn't matter. Like if you smell bad, you're gonna have that hook.
Yeah, but
it might be just their fucking their armpits smell.
But enjoy the late experience. Don't enjoy the smell and hate the taste. Hate the smell and enjoy the taste because it's the last thing you're in. It's like when you're fucking, trying to breach a fucking castle.
Daniel Caprio, Mark Henley with the dental dam drop. That's correct.
Damn, that is a good drop.
I go with someone who smells bad. Doesn't mean they taste bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If I had to choose someone who'd smell bad,
yeah. If I'm going down on them, if I have to go down on them, that's fine. I don't care what you. I don't care what your BO.
No.
Smell you can start with more.
This one's stupid, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you rather stop getting hand jobs or blow jobs?
Oh no, not the hand jobs.
And I'll be dead honest.
No, don't.
Someone gives me a hand job, you could fucking take that shit back to preschool because I'm not interested. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a bad hand job or like a terrible blow job?
The blow job.
Yeah, same. Terrible blow job, probably.
Hand jobs, dude. They're the worst, bro. Because the thing is, like, with a hand job, I could do better. You know what I mean? Like, I know me. I know how to do this. Dudes are always salty, like original Pringles.
What?
Oh, that I guess she's talking about the tasting.
Okay.
Tasting.
But how am I supposed to answer that question though?
Yeah, but original Pringles are pretty good.
Would you rather a guy never finger you again, or would you rather have a guy never go down on you again?
The first one.
You'd rather a guy never finger you again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Kate saying she doesn't like original Pringles? Because that's like a solid snack choice.
Dude, you know the original guy who invented Pringles was cremated and put into one of those fucking Pringles containers?
Was he?
He was.
Damn, why not,
Would you rather have sex with someone who was so loud that they woke the neighbors, or someone who was insanely silent?
So loud they wake the neighbors. Fucking let
let
them know what I'm fucking putting out there.
I'm with you on that.
The second one.
Oh, silent?
Yeah. Have you ever heard a guy orgasm?
Yeah, you're right.
Have you ever heard a guy orgasm? They're fucking weird. They go
yes, I do.
all the time.
First of all, I've heard a guy orgasm for 42 days in a row, and he's me.
Damn, dude, every day?
Hold on.
Every night? Yes.
Multiple
times a night? Yes.
Both are disgusting. Dudes are always salty, like original Pringles. Wow. Amen. Dan got the soft hand. Wow. I'm getting caught up, guys. Give me a second. I do like it just saying sucks or salty. Mm-hmm. Dicks. Nope. Dicks and sucks. Same thing.
Dicks are salty.
Silent Z. Yep. No finish. Kate, you can't fix this. Kate, it's fine. Dicks are delicious. Just go with it.
Okay.
It's like the pride question. Go with it.
I like this question. Would you rather wait until marriage and be surprised by how good the sex is or not good, or never find your soulmate?
Wait till marriage.
What?
I'm saying never find your soulmate, because I'm already on that boat. See you guys later.
This sounds like a thing that they would say at like a church camp. Yeah. Like, do you want to like save yourself to marriage, or do you never want to find a soulmate?
Hey, Mark. Mark, I'm going to break it down to you. This is not a church camp.
I I'm with Dan on this point. The infernal question. You're always constantly trying to figure out what the answer is, and you don't quite get it, but like you're always seeking the answer. I would love to go on the eternal journey versus knowing the real answer.
Yes, dude, I'll fucking Don Quixote this shit myself. I don't.
Yeah. That ergo Koj's like I think therefore I am shit, you know?
Yes.
Go with that.
Correct. But I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna find my soulmate anyway, so who gives a shit? I'd rather just keep going down this journey. This rabbit hole of fucking broken hearts and dreams.
Here's Kid Hester with the multiple soulmates. That just means you're trying to get it.
That's not a soulmate then. Dude,
if you're one of my soulmates out there,
I just wanted to insult her like for a second. Like this is that like the heckler thing in me just immediately came in and was like, that doesn't make you like have several soulmates, that makes you a whore. I don't mean that. That's not true. But immediately that's what I went to. Would you rather let your best friends scroll through your browser history or let them watch you have sex? My browser history is my best friend.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be shocked by anything I do.
Or are they gonna be like, oh, you're
you know, it would be more informative. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like if Dan showed me the browser history, I'd be like, oh no,
yeah. Yeah, like Reggie wouldn't be shocked by one. He'd be like, "Oh, you're learning how to make cornbread from scratch." That's
even if the search was black guys named Reggie, I'd just be like, "Oh, that's good to know." That's good to know. It's so stupid.
Next. Would you rather have an elaborate, expensive wedding or a small No, I'm not doing that. Would you rather have a picnic at the park or a picnic at the beach? Park.
Beach.
Dude, fucking ad just came on. I didn't do anything. I'm going park, bro. Sand,
park, and here's why.
Sand. It gets everywhere.
Yes. Look, a good
it's so
meal.
Coarse. Good.
You'd rather have the meal you coordinated go well at a park than try to fight a beach, bro.
Seriously.
Take the park, man. Live the beach another day.
Yeah, but
absolutely. I'm 100%. Go ahead. What'd you say, Mark?
I grew up by the beach, so I kind of miss it.
All right. Well, you and Victoria are in the same boat, man. Not me.
All right. Would you rather? I know 66% of the answer to this question already. Would you rather sing karaoke with me on stage or take a dance class with me?
I'd love to be on stage doing anything right now.
Singing karaoke.
The karaoke is just easier.
Well, I fucking knew you were going to say yes. So
plus, we've done that like 90.
Yeah, we've done it a few times.
We hung out recently.
Yeah, we did the fucking the goddamn Dirty Dancing, the vault. So
you guys had the time.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
We have the time.
We did Time of Your Life, and I did the girls part, and Reggie did the. Would you rather play a board game or a video game?
Video game.
Video game.
Generally video game, but it'd be nice to play a board game with someone right now.
I'll be honest, board game, hands down. 10 times out of 10, I do a board game.
Right out the
right.
I have so fucking many board games. Like it's insane. Like and they're the weirdest board games. I have kitties in a blender.
What? I bought Sushi Go recently. I've got like Chibi Mages. I got a lot of board games, but like right now I'm playing a lot of video games. So I'll take this all day.
Split the difference at Mario Party.
Do you notice that the person who wins Mario Party is always the worst person you know? It's always the worst person you know.
I drink one of them.
In the fridge?
Yes.
Would you rather live your life with no inhibitions or live your life without any stress?
Seem like the same.
No, they're not the same. Because you could be uninhibited, and run around and be like, I don't give a fuck, and then still worry about like taxes.
It's hard for me because I was about to say no stress because I do the inhibitions thing and keep the stress, but like this is actually pretty dope. So you know what? The inhibitions. I'd rather be free than comfortable.
I'm going no inhibitions because I'm already there, but I'm already there, babe.
I know what this is exactly.
I feel like I'd have less stress if I had no inhibitions.
That's correct. I think one plays with the other.
True.
No stress, bro, like Bam Margera, Dan Caprio. Bam Margera, yes.
Who has a lot of issues right now. Stress free.
Dude, if I heard he died tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, that guy's still alive? And then find out he died.
You ever see there's like a tweet from Hulk Hogan where he's like, man, I'm really gonna miss my friend Bam Margera. It's so sad that he passed away. And then it's been
Ryan Dunn
2 weeks saying like, I'm still alive, Hulk.
I guess it was Ryan Dunn.
Yay, Ryan Dunn.
Dude, though, my favorite of those like things was I got a text message from my younger brother, and he texted me. He was like, when Scott Weiland died from Stone Temple Pilots, he texted me. He was like, hey, man, I didn't know Scott Weiland was still alive until they announced he died this morning. Then I was like, would you rather be well-liked and wrong or not liked and always right?
Not liked and always right.
Would you rather be Obama or Trump?
I don't know.
I'd rather be not liked and always right.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap this up very soon. I'm going to wrap it up with, I'm going to ask you 3 more.
Okay.
Number 1. Would you rather talk about the person you hate the most on the planet? Would you rather spend $10,000 of your own money to send them on a dream vacation, or literally eat their shit?
I'll let you go. My answer never changes.
I'm gonna go with eat their shit because I don't have $10,000.
Well, let's say you did, but you
like
saved it up. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to take like money that you saved up, and you have to send this piece of garbage on a fucking.
I feel like such an asshole if my car broke and then I like spent $10,000 not doing shit.
Correct.
And then I can't get a new car and I've got to fucking walk to everybody.
Correct. You're legitimately eating shit though, but you have to eat like a full fucking thing.
Yeah, but I could like cook it.
No.
Why? I maybe I can.
Victoria?
I'd eat shit. I'd rather eat shit than send people on vacation.
You're not built like me and Dan. Like, I would rather.
Yeah, I'm doing.
If I could make the 10,000, I'll make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just me having the same shit I've ever had, which is nothing. So I would rather not eat your shit if I hate you, and like figure it out on my own personal level, than to ever just say I'm gonna eat this shit because I can't find the 10,000. I'll find the 10,000. I won't eat the shit. That's my logic.
That's correct. I'm taking with him. I'm not eating your shit. That's not happening. But also, if they go on the vacation, I can pray that they die on that vacation.
But see, I think part of that is me and Dan's age though. Like, I would rather do the thing where it's like I take every single dollar and I'm just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just say, suck it. I'm not sucking your dick or whatever, eating your shit. You know what I mean? I would rather do that moment than get ahead.
Yes, correct.
Fuck
Just
it.
be like, go fuck yourself.
You already beat me, but you're not gonna beat me. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
In life.
By the way, Dan Caprio is Mark turning poop into wine. I hope they shit a lot on that vacation. Valid point. All right. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with yourself 10 years in the future or 10 years in the past?
10 years in the future is probably more useful.
I disagree.
Why?
I would
10
say
years
the
in the
past.
past.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I'd immediately be like, hey, bro, Bitcoin, buy it.
I'm with
I don't
Mark.
even need a minute. I'm done.
I know you guys are past guys, but I'm with Mark. I don't want to fuck with my current timeline, so I would rather speak with me in the future to get some insight than fuck with me in the past, because like I think everything that happened in the past had to happen for me to do me shit right now.
Very Jon Snow of you. Very good.
No, if I was in a situation where I wasn't very happy, I would definitely go past. But I'm in a pretty good situation right now, so
That's true.
I feel like
I'll
the
just
past
play
is
it out in the future.
can't.
All right. All right, then I'm going in the last would you rather question of the evening. And then we're going to sign off. And I want you guys to tell everyone where you are, blah, 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 blah. Would you rather live in Jurassic Park or The Walking Dead?
I haven't really watched Walking Dead, but that seems like everyone is dying, whereas Jurassic Park is just dying. You just leave the island.
Exactly. You fucking get it, Mark.
Except
you
in
fucking
Jurassic
get
World
it.
2, they escape the island.
Mark gets it.
You fucking gorgeous sack of shit. Thank you. What about you, Victoria?
This is your chance to make a counter argument.
Well, okay. With The Walking Dead, you can get like really good at killing zombies and
You're right.
hunting.
That's correct.
She's
I mean,
right.
you can be a fucking survivor.
Yeah. But do you want to be on Survivor? Or well, trust me, you
No,
get good
I
at
want to be on
I'd like to
Walking
be on
Dead.
get good at
Survivor. Can I be on
surviving
that?
on Jurassic Park too. But
I mean, but it's fun to kill zombies. I mean, dinosaurs are cool, but zombies are like fucking awesome.
bro, can you imagine like bring that up in a bar? Be like, yeah, I once killed a raptor.
Yeah, but imagine bringing up, oh, I once killed a zombie. Like,
Yes,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
like,
we
yes,
all
we
have
all did,
Walking
Dan.
Dead.
We all did. We're all
See,
stuck here. We're in all
Here's my
this.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Zombies. I'm gonna give
Thank
you
you,
this.
Mark again. Mark.
Here's the thing. Zombies are zombies, but like the dinosaur, we give each other a little bit more credit for beating out some dinosaurs. Zombies is just it's a little bit easier, you know?
We'll just.
have you
Clever
seen
girl.
Walking Dead?
Jurassic Park has more flowers.
Yeah, but I like Jurassic Park a lot more.
According to Kate Hester, Jurassic Park has flowers and a beach and soda machines. And Namdi, who hopefully future guest of the show, Jurassic Park, animals have boundaries. Fuck zombies. What about the saviors? Correct. Exactly. I'm with Namdi on this.
Word.
I believe in Namdi, is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he
And
said.
that's my stance.
For the people of America.
Is that the show? Is that
Joe Exotic for the people of America.
All right. So that's it. We did it, everybody. We got to the end of this. Thank you, everybody. Hold on one second.
Thank you.
I want to take the time to thank both of our wonderful guests this evening. One, the Jersey City's own Mark Henley, everybody. Mark, where can they find you?
You can find me at Mark Henley, Henely, on all the things, Instagram and Twitter, and here.
All of the things?
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay. And hold on. Oh, I was pulling up. Oh, Jesus Christ. My fucking shit got fucked up. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Victoria Scaplen, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, where can they find you?
At ANG5L on Instagram.
What?
Yes.
You have a good number.
And Reggie, where can they find you? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Comedy.
Is it RP Comedy?
RP Comedy.
RP Comedy, and you can find me at Dan Farley 18 on Instagram or Jersey Dan 18 on Twitter. And if you wonder what the 18 is for, it's for Daryl Strawberry. And Dan just busted a nut. That's correct. Correct. Just did busted a nut. Also, if you guys have any questions that you want to submit to the podcast that we will play along with, you could submit them to colmastodon@gmail.com. That's Colonel Mastodon, but a shortened version of Colonel, colmastodon@gmail.com. Or you can follow us at colmastodon on Twitter. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for being there. And guys, thanks so much for joining us. I love you all. And yeah, that's about it. Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, here, kitty, kitty. Oh, mama's got some treats for you.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Good stuff.